She means nothing to me. I love you. It's always just been us. You work better than her? You're better looking than she is? You're also older and a little heavier? Don't say that. Cut, cut. But babe, a gun reviewer has to review other guns. It's just the way it is. If it's gonna be this way, I'll put you up. I will put you up to do this review. Fine, I'm putting you up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dangerous Farmer channel. Today, we're going to be going over the PSA dagger, doing a little review on it, seeing how we like it, putting some shots down range, and who knows, maybe y'all will be interested in buying one. I did not buy this dagger. Palmetto did not send me this dagger, unfortunately. That would have been really sweet, maybe one of these days. I borrowed this from a buddy who's put one together, and it's pretty sweet. He's got the sniper green frame, sniper green slide. It came with a black slide originally, and he was able to score this deal on the sniper green slide with the copper barrel and copper threaded barrel. I think it looks sick. I don't have the cover plate for it, and I'm not taking my red dot off my Glock to do this, but I think it's fantastic. But looks don't matter as much. Well, maybe they do. Flannel Daddy said #1 rule of shooting goods, looking cool.
So remember, if it doesn't look cool, there is no point to it.
Maybe. But anyway, we're gonna see how it shoots, and I'll share with you some pros and cons, what I think of it here at the very end. Stick around, guys. So, obviously to me, probably the main pro of this pistol, and I'm gonna try to do this video as a pro and cons type of thought process here. The main pro of the Dagger series of pistols is gonna be their cost and the value you get for that price tag. This pistol came with, I believe, 10 or 15 PMags, and was somewhere right around the $380, $400 mark, something like that, which is really sweet for what you're getting with an optic cut, which it had the black slide with this particular pistol. My buddy bought this slide aftermarket, and he's got that other slide at home. But they're both real similar as far as features. Suppressor height sights, optic cut, threaded barrel, really fantastic value for the price. And that being said, that's my main pro. My main con with all this is that these do not fit Glock holsters. And since Glock was here first, people that enjoy these style of pistols probably already have Glock setups. Holsters are expensive, especially if you're buying from companies that really support 2A causes and that sort of thing, like T-Rex Arms or Tier 1 Concealed. You're paying some good money for an American-made holster that is very high quality, but they don't support these yet. They may eventually if the Dagger gets a big enough demand for them, but they don't fit Glock holsters typically. So obviously everybody wants to know, what's the trigger like?
Let's go set trigger together.
I don't mind it. I've seen some reviews where people thought it was mushy. It's not a fantastic trigger, but I don't expect Terran Tactical Pit Viper quality out of a $300 pistol. It is hinged, kind of reminiscent of a Smith & Wesson kind of hinged trigger. I like it. I've shot Glocks almost exclusively, but I don't mind that trigger. It's got a good bit of play. That's not heavy. I don't have a trigger scale, but it's not heavy. There's a little bit of creep at the wall, and then it breaks. But the reset isn't bad. It's tactile. You can feel it nicely. And overall, for what you're getting in a really fantastic value range with this pistol, I don't think you can complain. So another one of the great pros with the dagger is that it is a Gen 3 Glock 19 clone. So it is compatible with almost completely all Glock 19 Gen 3 parts. One of the cons that I do not like is this mag release. You can see how kind of narrow it is there. I find it just a little bit hard to hit, and that's kind of a subjective thing. You may or may not like it. And honestly, my cons with this pistol don't hold a whole lot of weight because of the price point. But that is something that I would prefer. It's a little bigger. Cool thing is, Gen 3 Glock clone. Replace it with the one you like. There's tons and tons of aftermarket support for Gen 3 Glocks. So another thing that I find really neat with the dagger is how much they've upgraded the ergonomics and the feel of this grip compared to just a good old Glock. I like Glocks. That's what I'll carry. This is my everyday carry here, 19X. I do prefer the 17 grip length over this one, and if I buy one of these daggers, it will be the 17 grip length. But the curves of this pistol feel really, really nice. The stippling is, without a doubt, it's adequate. I like to stipple stuff, so if I got one of these, I probably would re-stipple it just because it's a canvas and I enjoy doing that kind of art on, I guess you could say. But straight from the factory, it feels fantastic. It's got a long enough beaver tail. It may be about 1/4 of an inch longer, looks like, than the Glock. So it kind of helped protect that hand from slide bite. And overall, I think Palmetto State Armory done a really good job with the fit, finish, and feel of this pistol. You can see here I've done a undercut on this Glock trigger guard. Straight from the factory, PSA's already done it, and it feels really nice in the hands. So kudos to them for making a good old stocky, blocky Glock feel good. So I like it. Something some people might find a pro to the dagger is that it has a steel guide rod. I don't care because my Glocks aren't blowing up. They're not hurting. I've never had issues with the polymer guide rod that's in a Glock, so I don't know if that's not really a pro to me. Some people feel like it is. Maybe their experience has some understanding that my experience don't, but maybe it's a pro for you. Anyway, I thought I'd mention that. Another major pro that I think to the dagger is its ability to take Glock mags. So obviously that's a 19 rounder out of the Glock 17 length grip, 19X 17 length. I don't have any Glock 19 size grip lengths or magazine lengths out here, but its ability to take Glock mags I think is fantastic because of the proven reliability of the Glock system. I don't know about these P mags. Everybody loves, and including me, loves Magpul P mags for your ARs. I don't know about these. I like the fact that they came included in this price for, that many of them. They're fantastic for range, and I have had some issues with them, but not a whole lot. So my final thoughts and feelings on the PSA dagger here. Would I buy it? Would I spend my own personal money on it? And I think the answer to that is yes, I would. I don't know that it would replace my carry gun. I've had this one for a long time. I love it. I shoot it well, which I would prefer that this had a dot on it for the review, but it don't. So I am subjective and a little biased in my opinion because I like shooting with a dot so much. But that being said, the value for what you get in that, with just a stock gun, in that $299 range, or if you bought a blim frame and a slide, I think you can get it down to around $250 plus your shipping and transfer fee to an FFL for the frame. I think it's a really, really fantastic gun for the price point, and yeah, I'd buy one. I probably will buy one. So I'm gonna buy the full size, and maybe we'll do some shooting with it too later on in the future. But anyway, this is the Dangerous Farmer channel. Guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, that's fantastic. I really am grateful that you have. Tell me what you think about these down in the comments below. If you have shot them, if you just have initial views from this review, let me know down in the comments, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.